Hi, it's me, Ro, author of Speaking from Spirit, and here is your May 2022 energy alert. So May is a 11-month in numerology, which is a master number. 5, the month of May is 5 plus 2022, 2022 equals 11. And 11 is a very powerful destiny number in numerology. It has to do with illumination, all things spiritual, and coming deeper into our intuitive senses. So this month going to be a powerful month, just saying. A lot of times in an 11 time frame, there is a spiritual awakening. So some people may wake up and remember they have a spirit. Some people may be brought to their knees to kind of look for guidance because they're hitting bottom. Some people will have an upgrade to their spiritual power. But all of us are going to be more acutely aware of the inner guidance system, what I call our inner GPS, which is our intuition. Now, most of the times people will know their intuition by hindsight, right? They'll go, I knew I shouldn't have done that, or I knew I should have done that. And it was like a feeling, because intuition doesn't talk to us in our head and give us reasons why. That's our human mind, and that's where our logic is. Our intuitive guidance is something much deeper. It's felt. It's just a knowing of something, and it's something you cultivate your trust in and belief in. And once you kind of do it once, it's very hard to not be able to do it all the time. Now, the 11 also equals 2, right? 1 plus 1 equals 2. So it's a 2-month in numerology as well. It comes to 11, which is a master number, but it is also a 2. And 2 is always about partnerships, group effort, teamwork, finding the right partners, community. It's about coming into your connections with other people. It's about harmony. It's incredibly sensitive, so we can all see our sensitivity go up, and we maybe even have a very heightened sensitivity, especially intuitively. But sensitivity of all kind may go up. And of course, where I am, it's pollen season, so that could be a little uncomfortable, but I'll deal. So 2 is about sensitivity. It's about cooperation. So it's easier when we're cooperative with each other instead of fighting against each other, or we're in cooperation with what is happening in our life as opposed to in resistance, like I don't want this to go on, or I don't like this, or I wish that this was different. Those are all resistance, where if we say I allow and just accept what is happening, now we're in cooperation with it. So that's going to be a big theme this month as well. So, but we're in a 6 global year, and 6 is all about love and balance in all our relationships, and it really has a lot to do with our romantic partnerships. So between the 2 of right partnerships and connection, and that 6 of romance and love, there's going to be a lot of romance going on this month, or finding right partners this month. It would also be a month to deepen any existing romantic relationships. Well, all relationships should get deepened this month, but romantic ones in particularly. So you want to really tune in and listen to your inner guidance. And how do you do that? Again, you can close your eyes, and that puts you in subjective brain. And what do I feel about this situation? What do I feel about the choices I'm making? What do I feel? Your intuitive guidance system will tell you if it feels true or if it doesn't feel true for you. And not right or wrong, but does this feel true for me? And you could do it from everything from deciding what you eat, to what job you're going to take, to, should you stay or go in a situation. And especially if there's like a struggle, like a financial struggle or a health struggle, you absolutely want to be going intuitive on that. You definitely don't want to just be going from your thinking mind, because that's going to be very limited in what it can give you. So this is a really, really very powerful month. Now, because of this too, we are, and this heightened sensitivity, we're also more receptive to receiving guidance from the universe. So how does that come? That comes in signs, that comes in dreams, that comes in an inspiration, a download. So the 11 too always has a lot to do with inspirations and revelation, especially around the full moon time. So this heightened sensitivity will make you more aware of maybe the guidance you've been getting from above, from the spirit realm, from the universe, from the guides and angels. So and that also creates like synchronicity and opportunities. And it's going to be hard to miss those this month. Now, we have a new moon solar eclipse right now. Eclipses are always heighten everything as well, and they're destiny points, meaning they're pushing us towards our destiny and trying to get us away from our fate, or the things that we choose out of ego, right? Lower ego or unconscious ego that will fate us, make things harder. And the eclipses give us opportunity to go towards our destiny. So we have a new moon solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th. We have a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 15th. And then a new moon solar eclipse again in Gemini on May 30th. We also have a Mercury in retrograde period in Taurus and Gemini from May 10th through June 3rd. So we're already in the setup phase of that. And so you're going to start to see in the setup phase the things that are going to be what you're focusing on in this retrograde cycle. Now, retrogrades make us kind of go in there like a dream state. They make us, they're not like we're out in the world being active. They're like we're pulled in. So I know, like, sometimes there's the trickster in communications and travel glitches, but really what Mercury in retrograde is for is to have us tune into how we're communicating, how we're thinking, how we're learning. And in the sign of Taurus, it's going to be about definitely our sensual pleasures and earthly and material life, but also with that Gemini is going to be about, what mind are we using? Are we using our lower miserable mind, our human mind that, again, has opinions but is very limited, or our higher mind? And can we even go beyond our higher mind into universal mind and tap into that to get inspirations, ahas, and revelations? Now that would be something, right? So this intense month is going to awaken us spiritually, tune us into our intuition, connect us or make us sense more deeply the guides, angels, masters that are helping us and trying to guide us. And definitely not just for us personally, although, we all need that, but globally. I don't know if you're noticing what's going on around here. We need some intervention and inspirations to help protect us from our own constant ability to try and self-sabotage or kill ourselves off this planet. So bring it on, angels, bring it on. Now, let's see what the cards have to say. So here is another way to kind of get some angel messages. So I picked the Doreen Virtue Angels and Saints cards. Let's see what message we have or who wants to speak to us. So the cards were asking about, what do you want us to know this week? Those of us that are on here, what would you like to tell us? This one jumped. Practice makes perfect. Guardian angel, practice makes perfect. Practice, practice, practice. That's the message that your guardian angel has for you. The way for you to achieve what you're asking about is practice. Is to practice your craft regularly. Your guardian angel will help carve out the time in your schedule to allow for regular work. This is a positive message for you to spend more time doing what you love. Practice a new skill that helps to make you become more proficient and confident with what you're doing and to have your self-confidence grow. This can also be a message for you to start up a private practice to be a healer. Some of you paying attention? Yet, in the same way, you must work on your healing skills to ensure that they're honed to the highest degree. I want to take this one step further because we're going into a Mercury in retrograde. And I'm talking about the minds and how we think and the words that we say to ourselves, consciously and unconsciously. This is going to be a month to really practice practice your self-awareness of what is going on in your mind, what mind you're thinking of, and redirecting yourself out of your lower mind, absolutely, your logical mind when you need to go bigger, and definitely tuning in more to your intuitive mind, but also watching your self-talk and redirecting it. What you say becomes so. So if you're constantly saying, oh, I'm always late, oh, I have poor time management, oh, I get so overwhelmed. Yeah, your brain, your body, the universe hears that. And guess what? You fulfill that prophecy. So how about you say, I'm always on time. I don't know. I used to have a problem with that, but I don't any longer. Or I always seem to have enough time to manage everything I need to do. And my schedule is actually lighter. Or I'm always abundant and fluid. I know that these sound like our intentions, setting our intentions and pulling a Louise Hay where we speak our intentions out loud. Absolutely, this is exactly what I'm talking about. But when we say them enough, we start to believe them. And when we start to believe them, they start to manifest into form. They start to come up. Now, sometimes when we do this, and there's something in the subconscious that is counter to that, it will try and override that. If so, right, you say, I'm always on time. I don't know why, I used to be late, but now I'm not anymore. And the next, say you're half an hour late for your dentist appointment. Now's the time to go in and examine and go, I wonder what is in my subconscious that is creating that. Is that a piece of me to try and make me feel bad about myself, to make me feel like I can't do this, to make me feel disempowered, to make me feel defeated? Is this a part of me trying to beat me back into submission of being late all the time and feeling like a fool? Well, if that's what's showing up, cancel and delete and reaffirm. I'm always on time. That's how it goes. I'm rewriting this story because that's all it was in the first place, a story, and I get to be the author now, and I'm not the one that is doing it wrong. By the way, take out the wrong. There is no wrong. There just is. Accept all that is. Now, let's see, we're going to do Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Let's see what this message is. So this one is saying practice. So practice your skill set, practice your craft, practice your singing voice. I don't know, practice your greatest joys, baking brownies. Practice clearing your mind of any negative self-talk and thinking. Practice going into higher mind on a regular, I live in that altitude all the time basis. You want this world to change? That's how it's got to be done. Flexible. Okay, look at her, the little acrobat on there. Isn't she cute? All right, flexible. Let's see. I would expect that in a 5-month, but let's see. Okay, a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure, like a building, would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure while everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware, and at this time, others will be more flexible with you too. All right, let's see what the message is for relationships. This month is that theme. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what is required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. Okay, so that goes with the two: cooperation, harmony, group effort, teamwork. Okay, be flexible in these relationships, open minded. Okay, the appearance of this card is in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new and who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. Alrighty, there we go. So that's what the cards have to say. That's what the inspirations I got had to say. Some of that is a little bit of me, what I had to say. So for more information on any of the work that I do or any of the free library events I have a lot coming up, and they are in person. Now listen, because they're in person, they are limited capacity, so sign up early for those. You got to go to the libraries. I have nothing to do with the sign up with the libraries. I just come and get to speak there. Go to my website, www.speakingfromspirit.com. Right now I'm booking readings for late September and on. I'm going to tell you that next year I'm not going to have a lot of open reading times. My time is being directed towards writing next year. I have to say that there's going to be a lot less of reading time available next year. But if you want to work with me, then I would suggest maybe joining the online spiritual community. So that's how we could work together without necessarily having private readings together. I also have the spiritual mentoring program, and I will start to be booking for them in the beginning of September. But again, very limited time slots for those. I'm only probably going to have about maybe 8 to 12 of those slots open. All of this again on my website, www.rosemarierubenetticapiello.com. Go there. All the information of everything I do is on there. So that's your May forecast. Hopefully, God willing, I will see you on here in June. So right now it's me, Ro, and I am wishing you peace.